these are some snippets which I have learned throughout my life till now, and more so from 22 years in the Indian Navy, and the high point being the captain of a submarine, a frontline submarine on the Eastern Seaboard. And as Jaspreet brought out, a great innings and innings at that. So with that, let me just start my talk. So this is a famous quote by Mark Twain, and it is not in the sense necessary that we find this thing today, tomorrow, whatever. It's a lifelong journey, right? In the sense, the two most important days in your life is obviously the day you were born, and people think that the next one is probably you are going to say goodbye from this world, but no, it is the day that you realize why we are being chosen in the role that we are playing in this current life. So that is our purpose, which connects to us. What is the reason for us for coming into the world? And it is little philosophical to start with here, I agree. But keep your mind open to the calling whenever it happens to you. Is the thought that I've gone ahead following. And so you are able to see my slide, right? In the sense, the main screen, all of you are able to see that?
Yeah, Nanda, we can see your screen, but I think there's some issue with the voice. Anybody else feeling that way?
Yes.
Yes, we are also having some problem hearing you clearly.
Okay.
No worries. Let me then, I will take off my AirPods. Probably that is generally the culprit. Tell me when you can hear me better.
Now we can hear you better.
Now
Okay.
it is better.
Great. Good that the cobwebs have taken out in the first instance. So now we'll have a free run before the takeoff.
Right, yeah.
So yeah, great, good. So keep that always in the back of our mind, that when that calling comes. For me, it happened in something which I'll show in the subsequent slide. This is a set of 25 of my course mates in the National Defence Academy. So we were the first ones. We were second lieutenants when the Kargil adventure took place. And these 25 are not with me today. In the sense, all of them gave their supreme sacrifice. And probably that was the calling which came to tell me. And while Jaspreet was introducing, probably it is quite natural for the normal people who are meeting me for the first time to think that, oh, maybe a larger than life kind of a purpose. But yes, it was actually instilled through these incidents in my life. Fantastic friends, and you would empathize with me that life in the National Defence Academy is not the easiest, if you will. A lot of military training, drill, and all those things. So when the going is tough, the bonding is much more. And if you're getting ragged together, punished together, they become even much more stronger friends. And I think you will fathom that. So losing 25 actually puts what do you call a shield, or it will influence your life in a big way. And this is when I thought my life transformed for myself. Why I'm telling this story is there will be some situations like this in your life also, which will emerge, which will actually cause you to pause and think. Whatever miasmas of the life that we are going on a daily basis, there is something beyond that. And that is when I thought my life would be dedicated, and it might sound a little lunatic or maybe a little crazy as well. My ambition in the life is, after I go through my journey on this planet, or in this life, when we have a meeting again with all 25 of them, I do want to sit with them and have a drink, not asking them, Nanda, tu ek mere liye soft drink leke aa, chips leke aa. That is not I want. He'll say, Nanda, you lived your life fantastic. We are proud of you. Come sit with us. Let us have a drink. Right. So that is the calling. I want to say, obviously, they give this maximum supreme sacrifice. Probably it is not in my luck till now to give that part, but living that over my extended life is my purpose. And this on the right side is my last day in uniform, where I'm shedding my whites and rather than going and meeting few admirals and telling them, thank you, sir, for this thing and all. I thought this is where I should go. The memorial that Narendra Modi had built, and most of them, and this is Paramveer Chakra Manoj Pandey in the center, whom I'm saluting and giving my last salute in service, and telling him that the story continues, and the role or the dress might change, but the purpose continues, which is nation building going forward. Now, with that, when I joined the Navy or joined the armed forces for that matter, that will always remain, in the sense going for the toughest thing which is available. And you would all agree with me, this is none other than Winston Churchill, World War II veteran, American president, British president at the time, who was a proponent, and he has seen warfare from so close. And if he has to say that of all the branches of men in forces, there is none which faces grimmer perils than the submariner, you would understand what tough life a submariner's life is, close into that. So I chose this for myself, so as to make me tough. And this talk is not to basically put me on a higher pedestal, but to share my experiences that I have imbibed or gained during this journey, so that if you can also inculcate few of them, I believe that you will stand yourself in good stead as when taking decisions, when there are shades of gray, there is absolutely no clarity. It's a VUCA environment that we all operate, right? Vulnerable, uncertain, complex, ambiguous kind of an environment. So what are the things which will help you to do that is this thing. So this is my team, my submarine, one of, as I told you, the high point, and a great a team of 150 odd soldiers I had, and just giving my trust into them. They, as Jaspreet brought out, they put me in front of the Prime Minister. We broke all records which was done by the submarine in the last 25 years in commission. In the sense, we spent the maximum day at sea, maximum dive hours. We went behind adversaries' warships, recorded signatures, did whatever, and was just the best ship that year. Amongst the 200 odd ships. This is all because of certain values which I will share with you, which I imbibe during this thing. Probably you can also try implementing it in your life and in your decision. It is okay in the sense, initial talk, part of the talk, you would get a flare that probably it's a little bit of a high-headed talk, but the intention you will realize going forward. And when I discuss with you my failures as equally as my successes, then you will realize that it is only lessons that I am trying to share with you going forward. So this is a quick video, a simulation. This happened somewhere in 2015. I and with my boys of 105 boys on board, we were waiting for exercise called Malabar. I was exercising with a US naval submarine, city of Corpus Christi at that time. So before any exercise, the submarine actually dives very deep. Again, going on a tangent, 15 seconds, the cat and mouse game underwater is all dependent on how the temperature of water changes with depth. So where you have to hide the submarine, if you have to detect a ship, which is the depth that you have to place, everything will depend on the change in temperature as the depth moves. So to identify that, the submarine generally dives quite deep before any major exercise. So here I was, this is a simulator with my boys, and let us consider that all of us on this call, the entire 32 of us on this call are on this submarine, and I'm taking you to 250, 260 meters. So here it goes.
Current depth 240.
We are at 240 meters, diving.
Current depth 250.
You can see the pressure hull squeaking noises.
Current depth 260. New depth 260.
Okay, so not giving you the exact depth because of security reasons. We are all at certain depth in the submarine, and this is when I hear an emergency announcement from the engine room. Captain, engine room. And this is live, right? And this is actually what happens. So fire in engine room in starboard DG panel. Okay, you are with your this thing 250 meters, you've got 100 souls on board, and as a captain, when this announcement comes to you, all your training, everything is this thing, and then you start rattling out the orders. Okay, 9 meters, 5-degree forward bubble, full ahead main motor, stand by to blow center. And at this time, this action takes on for around 30 seconds, and the boat is actually not coming up. It is slowly 260. It is slightly going down. So I'm thinking in myself, I'm giving all the orders. Why is the boat not coming up? Then comes the answer from the engine room. Captain sir, correction to my last. It is not fire. It is flooding in engine room. So you guys might think, आप लोग सोचेंगे कि ये क्या हो रहा है? In the sense, पहले fire बोला 30 seconds में flooding हो गया. Are these guys not professionals in the sense they can't make out a fire and flood? So I'll give you the explanation. At 250 meters, when there is flooding taking place, our human mind actually goes flooding, matlab tap khol diya aur pani aa raha hai, वैसे पानी आ रहा है. At 200 meters, when water comes in, it will come in as smoke. Mystify हो जाएगा. करके ना, that is how the sound will come. For any layman who is looking and think that उधर आग लगी है इसलिए धुआं आ रहा है. But when the water level is keeping rising, oh shit, this is not fire, this is flooding. And then a second set of actions take place. Okay, blow center. And you given that action, those 30 seconds are probably the longest time in your this thing. 30 seconds moves like 30 weeks in that time. Boat ja rahi hai niche. And what happens at that time is something. As a captain, I'm holding on to my there is a bob where the captain holds, and so that when the submarine tilts and all, you are steady giving that. You have to stand there rock solid and give this. This is the first image that comes. This is death looking at you and my nose touching his this thing. And it is not exaggeration. Actually, वो यमराज आपके सामने खड़ा होके ऐसे उसका चेहरा होगा. You will not see anything in that background. You have to rattle out the orders. And completely, and not only me, any submarine captain who's trained in the Indian Navy, he's equally capable, or if not more capable, of giving these orders. That training from academy, everything has done it to him. He will give out those orders. 9 meters, full ahead main motor, everything is happening. And then the next thing which comes is your wife's picture comes. Oh, will I be able to see her? Is this the end of the journey? Then you look at your daughter's pictures, suddenly come, oh shit, they are not going to get a body for their father to cry for. Ye sab us time pe fraction of second mein aayega, because you are operating at 3000 meters is the depth in that area. And if you understand that submarine sinking at 3000 meters, these people will live their life telling that ek din papa wapas aayenge. That is the worst thing to happen. If it is there, it should be a closure. Yes, it is over, the game is over. So that hidden kind of a thing is very painful. These things come. Then you look at your men. See, the government trusted me with this 105 lives, and I'm failing in the sense I'm not going to. And even with all these things, your spark in the eyes has to continue, because the entire motivation of the crew who is looking at you, agar captain hill gaya, so unka confidence break ho jayega. They will break in the sense, and they will shatter. They will not be able to do that. You are doing there, and as what you call unrealistic optimist, you are standing there and telling, and that is when the boat settles down at 265 meters, 270 meters, and then it starts slowly coming up. That coming up, I'm sorry, it's very difficult to explain in normal words. Today is not my day. I am going to see tomorrow. My boys are going to see tomorrow. And वहाँ पे करके आवाज आएगा. मतलब in the sense, yes, we are not perishing, and then the boat starts coming up. Then you slowly start getting greedy. What I mean by that is, this is a national honor at risk, right? An American submarine is coming to exercise with you, and you are at this stage, you're trying to save your life and come up. When you're coming up as a captain, you start growing greedy. Can I restore the national honor? Otherwise, kya hoga? American submarine, sorry, we've had an emergency. We will not be able to exercise with you. Apologies. So I'm sorry that you had to come all this way. So yeah, Indian submariner क्या है मतलब एक exercise के लिए अगर हाथ खड़ा करके चले गए. So that is what is coming. 2 hours to the exercise, we surface the boat, and then I tell my boys, see, this is national honor at stake. We don't want to this thing over my dead body that we are going to go back without doing this exercise. Captain sir, we will do our best. Then engine room ka pumping out chal raha hai, sab kuch chal raha hai. 1 hour 30 minutes, XO comes and salutes and say, Captain, ready to dive. And that is the, and it is all, it's like a India-Pakistan cricket match happening in that this thing. Oh, yes, we will. And then you dive the boat, and I lift up the radio and say, very good morning to you, American submarine Sarah 756. This is Captain Indian Naval submarine Sarah 72. Welcome to the Bay of Bengal. You can understand that this thing, when you're narrating to an American submarine, welcome to the Bay of Bengal, it is a very strategic statement, because this is our place, welcome to our place, even if it's in the ocean, right? You are a visitor, I'm the owner, right? And that is the adrenaline, that is the spirit and all those things, and all just because of 2 things. And now our story actually starts. The only thing which I will urge all of you is, whatever the chips are down, the most successful, more charismatic leaders of this world are actually subtle idiots. I'm making this statement in full consciences, because they believe in unrealistic optimism. Because when all the chips are down, a human being, a realist will say, okay, probably, I think we are not going to come out of this. It is that unrealistic optimist or a lunatic who will say, oh, come what may, I will get you out of this doldrum. And when you do that, that is the thing. So story to story, a quick story to explain to us how we must feel in the current scenario. So a lot of things happening, right? Everybody say life is so tough today, Corona, and even before Corona, even the electricity fails in the office. Oh shit, yaar, matlab kaam nahi hoga, bahut pasina aa raha hai. This thing, garmi ho gayi hai. All those things. Now this story will probably settle those down. So I'm very conscious that I'm speaking to a lot of people who are much elder to me, but I'll request that permission from all of you to probably narrate from a little bit of a philosophical side, with a philosophical lens in this. So ye hum sab hai. Before, maybe let's consider that all of us are of the same age, and this is just before our birth. We are not born. We are sitting in God's this thing, and He is coming and telling first. Hemant ke paas pahunch gaya. Hemant, that's your house, that's your father, that's your mother, go there. Then पीछे Puneet बैठा हुआ है. Puneet के पीछे आगे, Puneet, that is your family, that is your father, that's your mother. Okay, thank you very much, sir. This thing. The third girl is not there amongst us in this group, right? She is a mystery girl, if you will. The third person is not here. So by the time God is going to go and tap in her face, he says, God ji, 2 minutes, susu aa raha, can I go to the washroom and come back? God is telling you, what are you doing? 4 babies are born per second in this world. How can I wait for you? Okay, theek hai, thoda irritated hai, jaldi jaake aao. And he looking at this time and this thing, he is going behind, right? In the sense, chalo chhod dete hain. Goes to the next person, which is probably Ravi sir is there sitting. Ravi sir ko bolta hai, this girl is delaying, you go to her house. When she come, I will send you to where you are the thing. So jaise Ravi sir ko udhar bheja, this girl comes back, and where Ravi sir was supposed to go, he tapped that girl. Okay, tum abhi udhar jao. Now, fast forward where we are. Migration, the migrant transfer is happening. Initial days of COVID is there, and Ravi sir is driving to his office in his car, and somebody is this thing, traffic रुका हुआ है, knock करके, मैंने खाना नहीं खाया पिछले 5 दिन से, मेरा बच्ची भी भूखी है, can you give me something? So Ravi sir, it's little bit romantic or whatever, little bit of artificiality in it. He sees a birthmark which was there in that girl, which was there before God went and tapped and telling, send her to his home and him to where she was supposed to be born. देखा तो यही लड़की था वो. He was supposed to be born into this family. Just because of this girl had to take a loo break, she was sent into this family, you were sent into this family. Long story short, we are already so lucky in life. हम अभी एक सैटरडे को अपने घर में कंप्यूटर के साथ बैठ के लेक्चर सुन रहे हैं. Lot of our family members, everything is there with us, and just because of the fraction of second, you could have flipped roles. So the lesson that I want to drive, that's why I told I took permission from you to speak little philosophical. Probably I'm little younger to you, but still I would want to give that lesson to all of us here. Count our blessings. Fraction of second would have changed these two girls. One in war-torn Iraq, other is having a birthday party in maybe Paris. Similarly, Eiffel Tower mein ladka ghum raha hai. She is in Afghanistan in some place. These people also could have been stabbed. It's a fraction of a second which actually changed their life from here to here. So they say that when you address the corporate, unless you give them numbers, they will not understand. So I went into the internet and pulled out some numbers. It's generic in the sense of data available, open source data, right? This is world, not Indian statistics. Number of poor people. This is poorest, extremely poor, who doesn't have this thing for a single meal there, which is 10%. 15% of people are with disability. 31% are with moderate to severe health issues. So it is possible that out of the three brackets, one of them is your spouse, your relative, your father, mother, or something. If they are suffering, obviously you are also suffering. So in that connotation, another 23% added. 79% of human races having some amount of serious suffering as we speak. Most of us most likely are on the other side, right? We are not in that bracket. We don't have the right to be negative to start with. So that's the first lesson. So how do you implement in your life? There would have been tough phases in your life earlier till now. Whenever you are in trouble, think about that toughest phase. So if suppose I'm once in a while, I like to go to my office in metro, some phenomenal rush, you're squeezing in and going in. And when I'm standing there, I can crib. Oh, kya ho raha hai? But what I do, National Defense Academy mein jo ragda lag raha tha, that rolling time, wherein your back is bleeding, people are taking that hockey stick and knocking at you. I say, uske comparison mein to main to balle balle karna, I should dance here rather than cribbing. So connect yourself with those worst times that you have been. You will be at peace with yourself much more. So this is my coining. I take IP for this, that I'm telling. Unrealistic optimism is any day better than realistic pessimism. And take it from me. You are a realist. You will be able to amass a little bit of a crowd. But if you have to be a leader with a lot of people following, again, don't get me wrong when I say you have to be that thoda pagal. That admi, that is when you will say, come what may. Things are going to be better tomorrow. And guys, I will take you out of this. And that is when you become a leader and people will start following. Now, taking the story forward, we are 26 minutes into our talk. Deliberately, I put mental health above physical health because a sound mind lives in a sound body, kind of a concept here. Again, little philosophical, if you will, but I'm sure most of us would already agree that okay, let's speak about this. So shrink your amygdala. So that bean-shaped thing which you see on the brain is called the amygdala. Actually it's a spring switch, toggle switch hai aapka, tak. Uska sprint tension should be good. Otherwise, what will happen? It is the panic mode and normal mode switch. So what is amygdala? Amygdala is actually the thing when human beings were being evolved. I think, is my delivery fine, in the sense I'm using a little bit of Hindi? That's why I asked Jaspreet also. Most of the, I hope everybody understands Hindi also.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Perfect, sir,
That's
perfect.
really good. Yeah.
Sure. So then I'll maybe add a little bit Hindi here. Adimanav ke time pe, when we were moving this thing, suppose you were walking through the forest and suddenly a lion comes in front of you. The amygdala is supposed to naturally trigger. That is what adrenaline, cortisol, everything is pumped into your body, so that it is preparing you for two options: fight or flight. आपके पास कुछ है, औजार है, तो you can try and fight. Otherwise, पीछे मुड़, भागो, save your life. So that is the use of amygdala. Now, what is happening in today's world? Boss ने चिल्ला दिया ऑफिस में, amygdala trigger हो गया. Cortisol, all those adrenaline, everything, or some not a life-threatening thing has come and your amygdala has got triggered. Karte, the spring tension of the switch has become very loose. So small thing, trigger, and you are basically in panic mode, sweating, everything. And boss को या तो ना boss को fight कर सकता है, ना boss से भाग सकता है, उधर खड़े सुन ही सकता है. मैक्स अगर बेस्ट पॉसिबल होता तो वो उधर ही जाके अगर 15 पुशअप मार दो तो आप ठीक हो जाओगे, बट वो नहीं कर सकते, राइट? So everything is getting accumulated. Those acids are all getting accumulated to your body. It is slowly but steadily deteriorating your health. And that spring tension. How so? You will ask me, बहुत अच्छा सुनने में and all those things, but what is my takeaway? How do I do this? Fortunately, unfortunately, only one solution: meditation. So it is one thing that whether you like it or not, I am a proponent that you say that if you have to have a happy life, even if you're not investing now, you must start investing in 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes on a daily basis for meditation. Since this thing, and absolutely no sect, nothing, open source, just focusing on your breathing. Start slowly but steadily, you will get aligned into this thing and progress on that, which is very, very this thing. Now I'll attach my theory with science, what I am telling. And why did I bring up this photograph of the monk here? So Harvard University collected some 1,000 monks, Buddhist monks and all those people around the world, and did a study, did a scan of their entire brain, and realized their average human amygdala ke size se, inka amygdala is smaller. In the sense, it is the spring tension of the switch that I spoke about is really, really intact. That is, suppose you're walking, little phone पे थे और रेलवे स्टेशन क्रॉस कर रहा है, ट्रैक के बीच में देखा गाड़ी बहुत पास आई है, उस टाइम पे अमिगडाला को ट्रिगर ही होना है. इन द सेंस आपने उस टाइम पे स्प्रिंग टेंशन लगा तो आप फिर से ऐसे चलोगे, गाड़ी it should trigger at that time. So these people will amygdala will trigger only in the life threatening scenarios. उनको कुछ भी करो, गाली दो, कुछ भी दो, they don't get excited, they don't get into, कोई गाड़ी के पीछे आके सडनली आपके सामने ओवरटेक करके पैंग करके गया तो उनका amygdala क्रैक नहीं होता. And that road rage, अच्छा मेरे को ओवरटेक किया अभी इसने, देखता हूँ इसको, ठीक है. You whom are you fooling? Whom are you putting? Whose life are you putting in danger in that mad moment of 3 minutes, 15 minutes? जब तक आपका स्प्रिंग टेंशन थोड़ा वापस आएगा, चलो जाने देते यार, अभी पकड़ में भी नहीं आ रहा. अगर आप उस टाइम से जिंदा बचे तब ना. Many of those people in that road rage forget everything and end up getting into a bigger mess that they would have been. So keep that in the mind. Keep developing your amygdala going forward. Step number 3. This is very. I'm not telling anything which is new. I'm just reiterating what we already know. And this is again all of them tested personal example. Again, connecting with science. Probably you guys have you would have heard this. Happiness deciphered is only 4 hormones in our body. ये 4 hormone है जो हमको खुशी देता है. ये तो obviously nobody will tell me no, I don't want to be happy. Also, people can say I don't want to be rich, I don't want to have power and all those things. But at the end of the day, you have to be satisfied. You have to be happy. Happiness quotient is something that all of us are in pursuit of. So best way. Endorphin is called the athlete's shot. ये क्या है? Internal painkiller mechanism. That is this. In the sense, when you are doing workout, अब weight उठाते वक्त थोड़ा दर्द आता है, उसको cover करने के लिए, उसको numb करने के लिए body ने दे रखा है. When that is secreted, you you feel happy. So all of us whom do a little bit of workout, भागते वक्त जो pain है, there is a pleasure which accompanies that pain. These are all actually natural drugs which are there in your body. That shot is coming and you're getting. So little bit of exercising, pranayam, yoga, whatever is your choice will do you in good stead. Dopamine. छोटे छोटे खुशियों को celebrate करना. Not waiting for that big IPO of your company to wait for that. उस time पे मैं champagne खोलूंगा. नहीं. A person in your team does a good job, celebrate that. Similar this thing. So whenever you get those small achievements, dopamine is released. That's that. Obviously, all of us say that we feel good when those. So very important to celebrate that. Serotonin is probably what I'm telling you, purpose, giving, and all those things. And my selfish motive probably to speak to all of you on a Saturday is also serotonin. Why? Because I think through my talks, I'm probably adding some value to all of you. It is a drug for giving. So I'm not professing it, but गाड़ी चला के जा रहा था, कोई भीख मांगने आया, there are a lot of theory telling don't give them and all. I don't get into so much of theory. अगर कोई भूखा है बच्चा, अगर बिस्किट पैकेट है कुछ खाने के लिए तो वो देता हूँ, नहीं तो पैसा ही दे देता हूँ. हाँ, वो देने के बाद you will feel that कुछ किया मैंने आज. In the sense I've helped somebody whom I didn't know. That is the beauty. In the sense, and again taking a little philosophical step, my belief. When you go to the other world, there is a progress card which is seen. I took fantastic care of my father, my mother, my children, everything. I gave them everything. God, इसमें mark डालो. God आगे इसमें डाल के वापस देगा अंडा. Why? This is not your something. You're not done anything. This is all your part of your responsibility, your job. Side वाला बंदा बोला मैं तो अनाथ हूँ, मैंने किसी को वो नहीं किया. But आप देख लो क्या है. उसको 97 दिया हुआ है. क्यों? बोलता है आपको याद नहीं आपने कितने लोगों को किया, बट आपने उस दिन इस पर्सन को हेल्प किया था. उसमें आप किसी को ऐसे गाड़ी चलाते हुए किसी को लिफ्ट दिया था जो आप. सो यू हैव हेल्प सो मेनी पीपल दैट यू डोंट नो. उसी के नंबर चढ़ते हैं हमारे जो भी पीपल whom we know, including even your servants and all those things. Yes, there is some this thing there, but how many people that you personally don't know that you helped? There are only numbers for that. Maybe I'm going on a little tangent, little more philosophical, but bear with me for that. And I think I'm a proponent of that. You can take it or leave it, but that's my thought there. Oxytocin. This is by touch. So office पहुंच गए, hey कैसे हो यार, हाथ मिला लिया, a pat on the back and all those things. Human touch releases oxytocin. So try and do that. When you get very deep into philosophy, there is a different theory to this. But when you reach there, probably if people are understanding, they will understand. But to start with, it is good for that stroking. Even up when you caress your pet, it will produce oxytocin. These are the 4 things that will help you stay happy. Very important. And I was told by Jaspreet that most of us are entrepreneurs or MSME owners and all those things. So courage is natural because आप इधर आ गए हो तो obviously you're courageous. Otherwise you would have, like me, been फौज के बाद corporate में नहीं आता. I would have started my own job, but security reasons and all those things, in the sense whatever to have that. But entrepreneurs are very courageous, and rightly so. You have to be courageous. How do you? What are the reasons? So again, tying a small story to the submarine life. I'm not speaking from a higher pedestal again. Anticipatory bail डाल रहा हूँ पहले से. बाकी लोगों के पास 2 ऑप्शन होता है. As I told you, in any emergency, fight or flight. But a submariner के पास एक ही ऑप्शन होता है, fight. I'll tell you why. Submarine is, in an enclosed space. You got into, and there are compartments, all section 1, section 2, section 3. So कोई rounds के लिए जा रहा है, section खोला, उधर side में आग, धुआं आ रहा है, आग लगी हुई है. He can also have 2 options. यार अगला बंदा आके फायर फाइट करेगा, मैं निकलता हूं. So a submariner knows, even if he does that, he might maximum survive for 10 minutes. क्योंकि वो तब तक वो आग पकड़ लेगा. हम 300 मीटर पानी के नीचे है, कितना भागूंगा, बाहर भाग के तैर के तो नहीं निकल सकता मैं. मेरे लिए एक ही ऑप्शन है, अगर मुझे जिंदा रहना है पहले तो आई हैव टू गो रन टुवर्ड्स दैट फायर, टेक आउट द फायर एक्सटिंग्विशर एंड फाइट इट एंड रिंग द बेल, टिंग 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 टिंग, फायर 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 लगा है. So he doesn't have an option but to fight. Similarly, I would urge the victors of the world are people who run into problems, who don't run away from problems. The leaders of the world are who run into problems. So I was lucky that I got a chance to serve in submarine for 22 years. So what is happening to me in the corporate today is when there is a problem, I don't run away from it. I try and solve it. And most of the time, what I've realized in my 27th month in corporate which is running, every challenge has an opportunity hidden in it. And every opportunity has got an achievement hidden in it. It is that the deepest diver get the costliest pearl story. That is you have, if you are a leader, natural leader, there is no other option with you but to run into problems. And that is when people will respect you. कोई भी भाग सकता है away from problem. But then this is what a submariner distinguishes a submariner from this thing. So again, when you grow and when you hire for leadership, this thing, look out for submariners. Okay? They will stand you in good stead. Take the leap. In the sense, don't bed chal mein koi fun nahi hai. We all know that there is no final. I also ran this race. Nahi, you have to be there in the rostrum when you are doing that. A constant myth. I'm sure all of us are mature to understand that this is a myth. गाड़ी चलाते वक्त उसके पूछूं क्या? नहीं. Something is holding us back. क्यों पूछूं यार? In the sense, या तो GPS बता देगा, या तो पता कर लेंगे. You would have saved 30 minutes so many times in your life had you stopped and taken that thing. Okay, भाई साहब वो कहाँ पे हैं? उतना take that help. It is taking help is a strength of phenomenal strength, not weaknesses. We all feel that if we ask for कोई vulnerable बंदा ही help के लिए पूछ सकता है. No, we all know. If we ask for help, our power is not of one. Our power becomes two. We become, the networking becomes very, very fast. So, and the biggest courage is to turn back inward and say, what can I correct? What is under my influence? What I can change? Again, irrespective of age, this circle of life works. Wherever we are, 2-3 साल में we become little subject matter experts of that thing. We are champions of that. There are lot of people cannot challenge you in that. But that is a dangerous zone. There is no growth in comfort zone. Upskilling ourselves incrementally. Some wise men, as they told, every 2 to 3 years, you must find yourself in a classroom. That classroom can be what you guys are doing also. This is also a little bit of a kind of a classroom. So wise men always find themselves in a classroom, either continuously, periodically, or at least 2 to 3 years for a major upskilling, a new skill, because everything, the change is the only constant, and you're getting obsolete as the day goes. So make yourself current and this thing. So a jump from fear, from comfort zone to learning zone has to circumvent the fear zone. So what will happen? You have to take that courageous decision of jumping out and reaching the learning zone. Now, a small story. What happened? Where I stood to benefit from one such scenario. This was in 2015. Coast Guard Dornier had crashed off Chennai, and this thing was 12 o'clock. Uska detect hua tha 80 mile from Chennai, and thereafter this thing was lost. The aircraft was lost. Why this became little politically heavy was that one of the pilots was distantly connected with the Gandhis. So Modi ji was under phenomenal pressure. PMO was under pressure, and a lot of theories started coming. People, even opposition and all, started telling that this flight has been taken somewhere to Africa and sold off. That kind of ridiculous arguments were also coming. So finding this aircraft became a very, very important thing for the PMO. I was at that time being sent to Paradip for some other mission. But Joby aircraft, when it flies over sea, there is something called as a sound locator beacon, SLB, which transmits 34.5 kilohertz. which a submarine can detect. And मेरे पास एक indigenous box जो NPOL ने बनाया था वो था, which could detect this. So I went to my admiral and told, sir, this mission is not important. Can I be sent there? This is मतलब it's somebody else's problem. जो हम बोलते हैं हनुमान चाल, किसी और का वो पूंछ में आग लगा. But I did that. I went and asked, मेरे को भेज सकते हो सर आप? अभी तक किसी ने किया नहीं है. Why do you think this thing? This thing detects this frequency 34.5. I can try. And sea wind out was very rough. Most important thing is this sound locator beacon's battery is only for 30 days. So if you don't find the aircraft in 30 days, and nobody actually knows whether it has gone to sea, it has crashed into a forest or this thing. We are trial and error. 100 by 100 miles out of Chennai ka area diya. 100 nautical miles is 180 kilometers by 180 kilometers. Don't lay isme. Other entire ships were all searching on surface, and I was searching dive. 20 days. सारा राशन पानी हमने सोचा कि 2 हफ्ते सर्च करेंगे, मिला तो मिला, नहीं तो ठीक है. 20 दिन में मिला नहीं है. अंदर all those submarine में fresh ration, all those things get exhausted first, and then we are back to खिचड़ी. तो खिचड़ी पे आ गए थे. क्रू बोलते हैं सर कितने देर और खिचड़ी का चले जा, मतलब अभी तक मिला नहीं है. So why don't we go back? So I told no, we've been given this area, we will search this. On the 28th day when I was going, then this is that lines which are coming, no. करके that thing. I went once clockwise, one these things, and then detected that portion, give that portion to a Reliance deep drilling ship. They found the wreck exactly on that place, and we were great story. Submarine went there, detected this thing karke, and what it led to finally, it led to this. In the sense, this is me, Dadiwadi Nath House time pe. So, because this was politically, this thing, Modi Saab called up Chief Admiral Dhawan that लड़के ने काम ठीक किया है, कुछ दे सकते हैं क्या? So they instituted something called as Innovation Award, Indian Navy Innovation Award, and I was called to Delhi, and which lot of this thing, and obviously this is not for me. This is for that entire 100 people who did all those things. The sonar operator जिसने वो किया है. So basically, अगर मैं बोलता किसका काम है यार, मेरे को तो ऑलरेडी मिशन मिला हुआ है पारादीप जाने का. Why should I go and meet that admiral? वो उनके 1000 problems और होंगे. So unless you pursue challenges and this thing, वो मोती मिलना मुश्किल है. So that is that story. So exactly 45 minutes I am pausing my this thing. I will so this is actually, this talk is slightly longer, and these are the other lessons for it, but you can take a glance for 15 seconds. And most of you are bosses, so knowing your boss is not basically probably not for you, but others you can just have a look. So I will stop share now, and I will give the forum to all of you to reflect and probably ask questions and use me for next 15 minutes. And मैं JD sir को बता रहा था पहले कि bad luck or whatever, day first I got bitten by a stray dog, so I have to run for my second rabies shot soon after this call. Once I made commitment, I didn't want to go down on that. So that is where a Fauji and this thing, because the moment the dog bit me, I could have called him up, sir, मैंने आपको promise किया था, but अभी situation change हो गया. I'm bitten by a dog. My second vaccination is due. So can you please find somebody else? नहीं. And 12 बजे से now if I run at 10:30, I'll reach there by 11. I have one hour because it's this dog bite is there in Delhi. You guys will be knowing. Safdarjung उसमें है because it's a deep bite. So there is some that is a dog trauma center. So I'll be running there after this. Only. Generally, Faujis can do this. That's what I wanted to say. Yeah, Sandeep sir, your question, your hands are up. Thank you.
Yeah. So just Sandeep. Yeah. So first of all, I think so much to learn, and there's so much to learn. And I think I have seen this goosebumps words first time for so many times. So many people saying, and I'm sure you might be used to seeing those goosebumps in real life as well. But that is what the beauty of a author or a speaker, when he's able to create those, visualize those situations wherein when you took us to the submarine, I think most of us felt that we are also part of that submarine. We're feeling that. So that's the beauty, and you have really laid down the lessons, not something we can use in the corporate world as well as in our personal lives as well. So really, really amazing. And I think, you know, a lot of people have a lot of questions. So just open it up. Yeah, Navneet, I know you don't need to raise your hand. You're always there, right? So Sandeep, let's go ahead with you first.
Hi, good
Sir.
morning, Nada sir. I'm Sandeep Tomar. मैं एक कंपनी रन करता हूँ that's called Money Master. We are into wealth management. तो सर फिर एक तो अगर सिंगल वर्ड में बोलूँ इस प्रेजेंटेशन की तो मतलब सिंपल वाव मतलब ये अभी तक हमने जो सबमरीन की स्टोरी ज्यादातर हमने मूवी भी उसमें देखी लेकिन आपसे ऐसा फील हो रहा था कि हम उसका पार्ट है वहाँ खड़े हुए हैं और ये सारी चीजें हो रही हैं. मेरा सर क्वेश्चन ये था कि नॉर्मली होता क्या है जैसे आपने कहा कि एज ए कैप्टन ऑफ सबमरीन आपको पता है कि आपने जो काम करना मतलब जो भी आपके डिसीजंस हैं बट उस डिसीजंस में बाकी जो आपके क्रू मेंबर्स हैं उनको साथ में शामिल करना और वो आपके हिसाब से एक्ट करें वो बड़ा मुश्किल है क्योंकि हम डे टू डे लाइफ में देखते हैं हमारे पास में जैसे अपने स्टाफ की बात करें जैसे कि हमें पता है कि हमको अपने शिप को वहाँ लेके जाना है बट जब तक आपका क्रू मेंबर आपको सपोर्ट नहीं करेगा तब तक वो शिप वहाँ पहुंचना बड़ा मुश्किल है. उसके लिए आपके कुछ ऐसे टिप्स जो कि मतलब अपने स्टाफ मेरा मैक्सिमम स्टाफ अभी यहाँ पे है जो इसका पार्ट है मीटिंग का उनको किस तरह से हम कन्वेंस करें कि यार हमारा विजन क्या है हमको कहाँ जाना है और उसमें आपके बिना वहाँ पहुंचना बड़ा मुश्किल है तो आपको भी उसमें पार्टिसिपेट करना पड़ेगा.
Yes, great question. Actually, 100%. A good leader will have his data points. उनका एक decision होगा, but 100% each and every good leader should weigh all the options. So दो चीजें होते हैं. Like जो मैंने बताया उस सिनेरियो में मेरे पास 30 सेकंड है डिसीजन लेने के लिए. एट दैट टाइम मैं किसी को पूछ नहीं सकता. इन द सेंस देयर आर सर्टेन एरियाज वेयर यू हैव टू टेक द डिसीजन एंड स्टैंड बाय द डिसीजन. बट इन अ नॉर्मल सिनेरियो it is life and death decision doesn't come always to us. So when there is everything is directly or attached to the time available. The reaction time is the crux of any decision. If you are having no this thing, your wisdom, your intelligence, which is gut feeling. What is gut feeling? Gut feeling is snap analysis of all data points, connecting it to science and taking a snap decision. It can be right, but whatever data points आपके पास उस time पे हैं, उसमें decision. If the more you have reaction time, a wise leader will always consider all the options. उसको platter में रखेंगे. Again, weigh your experience, everything on top. Not that overrule everything correctly. ये नहीं कि उन लोगों ने बोला तो वो करना भी है. Most importantly, you have amassed your intelligence, your experience, because of which says you are 60% generally sure. With those, if you can make it to say 70%, 80%, go ahead and do it. There can also be that you are maybe 50, 60% sure, and the others decision is actually reducing your weight to less than 50%. Then you need to spend more time. Maybe have a second round of conversation. Military में situations के हिसाब से it can more come to individual decision making because of the reaction time. In corporate, it is always wise to consider everything and then take a decision. वो एक data point अगर miss कर गए, that might be the most important. And what is the role for all of us? It is psychological security in your team. क्योंकि अगर आप थोड़ा डिक्टेटर टाइप लीडर है तो वो सबसे स्मार्ट बंदा जो कोने में है वो चुप रहेगा. उसका पॉइंट वुड हैव बीन 100 on 100 either proving your decision or disproving the decision. That chat will not open up. करने के बाद ऐसे बैठेंगे वो उस टाइम पे नहीं सर मैंने एक्चुअली सोचा था या मैंने हाथ उठाया था आपने पूछा नहीं. So don't get into that this thing. Try and get all data points before taking decision. My thought.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, Hemant, you want to go ahead? Shailendra ji will come to you after this. Rajiv ji will just come to you as well.
So good morning. I could connect to your challenges or opportunities because the college from where I did my PGDM, the entire leadership of the college were veterans. Okay. So we had our Dean Kanal Balasubram. So he used to say that problems are opportunities. Dig into that. So he used to guide us on 3 Ds: discipline, dedication, determination. Even my first super boss was a Navy commander. So again, I used to see the aura around him. So that he was super calm in all those tense situations. So I just wanted to add this. I could connect that.
Thank you. Thanks a ton. And that's correct. कभी-कभी मैं भी टेंशन में मतलब it's a new zone. Like कल ही हुआ था एक बड़ा सा डील में escalation हो गया. So okay. Initially this thing, and I also get little bit disbalanced for say 5 minutes, 10 minutes. क्या करना है this thing? then the question which suddenly asks is, कितने लोग मर रहे हैं नंदा, कितने लोग मरेंगे? क्या पूछ रहा है? नहीं, कितने लोग मरेंगे? नहीं, कोई मर नहीं रहा. तू कहाँ से आया है? तू क्यों फुदक रहा है? Then I get that answer. Oh, whatever it is, maximum $500,000, $1 million, whatever it is. Life is not so. That is what actually the military gives you. Thanks, Hemant, and great point. I fully associate with that.
Thank you, sir.
Rajiv ji, you there? You want to ask?
जी सर नंदा साहब नमस्कार. मैं सिर्फ 2 लाइनें कहना चाहूंगा जो आज आपसे सीखने से मिली हैं कि मंजिलें उनको मिलती हैं जिनके सपनों में जान होती है, और पंखों से कुछ नहीं होता, हौसलों से उड़ान होती है. और आपने जो आज ये हौसला दिया है, जो अब कोई भी प्रॉब्लम आती है तो ये मेरे दिमाग में फिट हो गया है कि आप एक सबमरीन में हैं और वहां पे आग लगी हुई है, तो आपके पास बचने का सिर्फ यही साधन है कि आपको उससे फाइट करना है. तो सर आज का मेरा जो गिव है जो आपने मुझे आज दिया है, तो मेरे ख्याल से ये मेरे लिए सबसे बड़ा है कि आगे की प्रॉब्लम उस आग की तरह ही ट्रीट करनी है जो सबमरीन के अंदर है. आप या तो डूबेंगे या आप फाइट करके आप वापस आएंगे. थैंक यू वेरी मच सर. थैंक यू.
Thanks, sir. Great lesson, sir. Great. Thanks, sir.
Summarize कर दिया आपने. Yeah, Shailendra ji, please go ahead.
गुड मॉर्निंग सर.
Sir.
मैं आप अपने एक्सपीरियंस से थोड़ा कुछ ऐसा बता सकते हैं कि जैसे आपने एक बात बोली कि हर प्रॉब्लम के अंदर में एक अपॉर्चुनिटी छुपी होती है, लेकिन उसको एनकैश करने के लिए कई बार मेरा एक्सपीरियंस ये कहता है कि बहुत सी बातें होती हैं जो इंसान के एक डीएनए में होती हैं. तो जो लोग कर सकते हैं वही कर सकते हैं, जो लोग नहीं कर पाते वो नहीं कर पाते हैं. मतलब कि क्या आप इस बात को मानते हो अपने एक्सपीरियंस से? कुछ इस पे एक्सप्लेन कर सकते हो आप?
तो ये आपका बहुत सही क्वेश्चन है. इसमें मेरा जैसे मेरा नजरिया है, लिटिल बिट इज इन डीएनए. मतलब जो आपका बचपन गया है, आप कितने मतलब एज ए चाइल्ड आप कितने मतलब खेलने जाते थे या घर में बैठ के गेम खेलने वाले थे, आप सेफ मोड में जाते थे, उसमें थोड़ा फर्क पड़ता है. बट दैट इज नॉट व्हाट यू कॉल, ये सीमेंट में ढला हुआ चीज नहीं है. अगर कोई भी शिक्षा के जरिए, एक एफर्ट के जरिए, वो क्वेश्चन आपका ब्रॉड क्वेश्चन इसका ये था कि नॉर्मल इसमें होता है कैन अ लीडर बी बॉर्न, इज अ लीडर बॉर्न और इज अ लीडर बी क्रिएटेड? माय थियरी इज दैट इट इज द सर्कमस्टेंसेस दैट क्रिएट द लीडर. अपना एनवायरनमेंट जो है, हमारा व्हाट यू कॉल, जो क्या बोलते हैं इसको, कायनात जो है वो लीडरशिप बनाता है. सो आप किसी को अगर ऐसे बिल्कुल सोचना नहीं चाहिए कि ये मेरी बस की बात नहीं है. वो एफर्ट के साथ एंड पहले अगर वो मन से निकल जाए तो कोई भी अच्छा लीडर बन सकता है. कोई भी वैसे आज नहीं है, कल 2-3 दिन बाद वो ऐसे डिसीजन ले सकता है. बट उसके लिए एफर्ट लगेगा, उसके लिए काम करना पड़ेगा. ऐसे कोचिंग्स हैं, व्हाट यू कॉल, बुक्स हैं जो पढ़ के आपको वो उसको डिफरेंट एंड बेस्ट इज एग्जांपल, लिसनिंग टू अदर्स एग्जांपल. अरे क्विक थोड़ा डिविएशन में जा रहा हूँ. अजय देवगन सबसे सुपर हिट हीरो क्यों बना? क्योंकि हर ऑटो चलाने वाला सोचने लगा कि ये अगर हीरो बन, आई एम नॉट डिमीनिंग अजय देवगन बाय एनी मींस, ग्रेट पर्सनालिटी, ग्रेट दिस थिंग. क्योंकि जब पहले आए थे फूल और कांटे में एंड ऑल, थोड़ा दिखने में उतना खतरनाक नहीं था. ये हीरो बन सकता है, मैं भी बन सकता हूँ. एंड दैट इज द प्लान एंड दैट्स द, ऐसे स्प्रेड हो गया वो एंड सक्सेस इन अ वेरी गुड मैनर. आई एम नॉट किसी को रिडिक्यूल नहीं कर रहा हूं मैं, अजय देवगन आई एम अ बिग फैन ऑफ हिज, बट दैट इज हिज. तो आपका कोई पीछे हटना नहीं चाहिए कि मेरे से होगा नहीं करके. एफर्ट पूरा डालना बहुत जरूरी है सर.
नहीं, वही मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि जो एफर्ट एक्चुअली जिसके डीएनए में नहीं ना, वो एफर्ट भी नहीं डाल पाता.
नहीं, डीएनए हमारे बोलते हैं कि डीएनए मोल्ड हो सकता है. डीएनए का पार्ट जो है वो मैं बोला ना 50-80-60% तक आ सकता है. डीएनए के बिना भी आदमी आगे जा सकता है. उसको पुश, उसको देखो, ऐसे लीडर आपका काम वही है, शेयर रहेगा. आपका लीडर का काम है चूहे को शेयर बनाना. वो लीडरशिप है. एंड वो चूहा शेयर बन सकता है. तो डिसरिगार्ड करके किसी को बोला इसकी बस की बात नहीं है, वो सरप्राइज कर देगा. ये होता है एक्चुअली फौज में, बहुत जंग में होता है. जो सबसे यहाँ पे जो चाय वाय बांटने वाला है, जब पहले दुश्मन का गोली चला, जो हट्टे कट्टे हर रोज मलाई दूध पीने वाला सबसे पहले पीछे हटता है, और ये जो बंदा कुछ भी नहीं करता था, चुपचाप रहता था, वो आगे जाता है। तो किसी का देख के वो करना करेक्ट नहीं होगा कि शायद इसकी बस की बात नहीं है, शायद आपने वो एनवायरनमेंट दिया नहीं उसको प्रूव करने के लिए। सो दैट इज माय थॉट। सो डीएनए पे ज्यादा जाना नहीं चाहिए मेरे ख्याल से।
आप सर केरला से बिलोंग करते हैं वैसे?
हाँ जी।
थैंक यू।
थैंक यू शैलेंद्र जी, वंडरफुल क्वेश्चन। आई थिंक ये सबके मन में आता है कहीं ना कहीं कि यू नो हाउ टू इंस्पायर आवरसेल्व्स और मोटिवेट आवरसेल्व्स इन टीम एज वेल, राइट? सो वेरी रेलेवेंट, बट यस गगन, या यू वांट टू गो अहेड प्लीज।
थैंक यू सर, इट्स एक्सीलेंट सेशन, बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिला आपसे। मेरा सर सिर्फ एक सिंपल सा क्वेश्चन है, जैसे मेरी अप्रोच क्या होती है कि जब कोई काम आता है, जा तो हम बहुत ही आराम से करते हैं, जा बहुत ही एग्रेसिवली करते हैं, तो एक बैलेंस कैसे बने वो समझ में ही नहीं आता कि जा तो किसी चीज को हम एकदम से भी करना है तो आज ही फिनिश कर दो, इसको डन करो, और अगर करना है तो कोई बात नहीं, पड़ा है पड़ा रहे, कर लेंगे कभी ना कभी।
इसमें देखो मेरे ख्याल से प्रायोरिटाइजेशन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होता है। एंड मैं भगवत गीता से एक चीज आपको सबका सॉल्यूशन उस लाइन से मिल जाएगा, चूज एक्टिविटी अगेंस्ट इनएक्टिविटी। भगवत गीता वही बोलता है, जब आपके पास ऑप्शन है, चूज एक्टिविटी अगेंस्ट इनएक्टिविटी। सो एंड मैं इसमें अगर आप थोड़ा बहुत हमें सब पता है, जब नेशनल एंथम बजता है तो दिल सबका धड़कता है, वो फौजी होने की जरूरत नहीं है, कोई ऐसे वो। हमारा देश उस मोड़ पे है कि हर इंसान के पास फास्ट फॉरवर्ड वाला वो तभी जाके चाइना को पकड़ सकते हैं, क्योंकि वहां पे डिक्टेटरशिप एंड पुश की वजह से वो लोग कर रहे हैं। लाइक गगन, बलविंदर, आपके तरफ कोई भी हर एक अपना देशवासी अगर फौजी बन जाए तो एक्सेलरेट हो जाएगा। सो आपको ये सोचना है, नॉट देश के लिए नहीं, उससे आपको भी उतना ही फायदा होगा, बट इसका ये मतलब नहीं कि हेस्ट में करे, सूझबूझ के साथ जितना टाइम लगता है उसके हिसाब से प्लानिंग के साथ जाए आगे। तो प्रायोरिटाइज, मेरे पास 10 काम है, 3 मेरे हाई प्रायोरिटी है, उसको इमीडिएटली निपटा दो। एंड देन सो मैं क्या करता हूं, ईच टास्क इनटू 3 दिस थिंग्स इमीडिएट। उसमें फायर फोल्डर है मेरा, फायर फोल्डर के अंदर जो है इमीडिएट करना है, मीडियम टर्म, लॉन्ग टर्म। लॉन्ग टर्म माइट बी द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट एंड मोस्ट स्ट्रेटेजिक, ये 2 टैक्टिकल है आपके। वो लॉन्ग टर्म जनरली लोग भूल जाते हैं, वही आपका नेक्स्ट स्टेप, आपका ग्रोथ के लिए लॉन्ग टर्म इज आल्सो वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट।
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू। और सर नवनीत सर, आप बहुत प्राउड फील कर रहे होगे कि जो आपकी ट्रॉफी कहाँ कहाँ पहुंच गया, और थैंक्स टू बैंक की आपको भी मौका मिल रहा है उनसे नंदा जी से बात करने का, कि आपकी ट्रॉफी जिन्होंने रिसीव किया है, और हम भी बहुत प्राउड फील कर रहे हैं कि हम भी इनसे फिजिकली बात कर रहे हैं बैंक के थ्रू।
राइट,
सर फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल थैंक यू सो मच, मतलब मजा आ गया। अभी तक जो रोंगटे खड़े होते हैं ना, वो वाली फीलिंग आ रही है अभी तक कि यार हम सबमरीन के अंदर है और आग लगी है और भागना ही है, मतलब बचाना ही है, भागना नहीं बचाना है। सर 2 कनेक्शंस निकाल लिए। इनफैक्ट आपको जो ट्रॉफी मिली है मोदी जी से, वो मेरे यहाँ की बनी हुई ट्रॉफी है, तो मेरी फैक्ट्री का प्रोडक्ट है वो।
ओह ऑसम ऑसम।
मैंने अभी ग्रुप पे फोटो भी शेयर करा है।
आई
डोंट नो,
सॉरी मैंने चैट में देखा नहीं। ओह ऑसम।
वो चैट में इमेज नहीं जाता, बट आई डोंट नो कि वो कौन साहब हैं जिनको मिली है। इफ यू कैन रिलेट, जस्ट शेयर कर सकते हैं, आप शेयर कर सकते हैं स्क्रीन पे। जस्ट मैंने व्हाट्सएप पे शेयर करा है।
आप कंटिन्यू करो, मैं करता हूं।
तो आप वो ट्रॉफी की फोटोग्राफ दिखाई है।
अच्छा, वो बहुत बढ़िया है, दैट्स अ न्यू दिस थिंग, मैंने देखा है। सॉरी मैंने वो चैट में वो नहीं दिया, बट
नो वरी सर। तो मतलब मैं, और जहाँ तक फायर फाइटिंग वाला काम है सर, तो
पहले दिन में एक साथ 2 कर दिए।
एक सेकंड, लेट मी म्यूट एवरीबॉडी। सो ओके, आई थिंक या
सर ट्रॉफी भी एक काइंड ऑफ यू नो फायर फाइटिंग का गेम है, क्योंकि जब इवेंट होता है उससे 3-4 घंटे पहले सबको याद आता है कि अच्छा यार ट्रॉफी भी देनी है, और मतलब ये रोज का एग्जांपल है हमारे लिए।
अरे वाह
सर, ये आप बता पाएंगे कि कौन है?
हाँ, ये मेरे से पहले मेरे को ऑपरेशन शिप के लिए मिला था साहब को शोर एस्टेब्लिशमेंट, इसके बाद मेरा नंबर है ये, इन द सेंस ये अंदर का फोटो है, मैगजीन का बाहर का फोटो मेरा है।
ओके ओके ओके,
सेम इवेंट में मुझे मिला है, बाकी सब सेम है।
तो फॉर्चुनेटली मेरे पास ये फोटो आए थे, अब दूसरा आपका आ गया।
यस,
सो
वेरी गुड, कांग्रेचुलेशंस।
थैंक यू सर, इट्स माय एक्चुअली आई एम ब्लेस्ड कि हमारी ट्रॉफी आपके पास है।
थैंक्स थैंक्स। वो हमारा म्यूजियम में रखा हुआ है, सबमरीन म्यूजियम, सबमरीन के उधर रखा हुआ है।
ओके ओके ओके, दैट्स गुड सर,
बहुत बढ़िया, वेरी हेवी ट्रॉफी। एक्चुअली हमको रिहर्सल कराया था कि मोदी साहब को अकेला पकड़ने मत देना, नीचे हाथ रखना, तो घूम करके नीचे चला जाता। तो आप देखोगे तो सारे नीचे, उसका रिहर्सल हुआ था। बहुत अच्छा, वेरी वेरी एलिगेंट एंड स्ट्रॉन्ग ट्रॉफी एंड हेवी ट्रॉफी एज वेल।
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू।
Brilliant.
That's all.
Thank you, Navneet. That's really brilliant. Really makes us feel proud that we have people and we are connected with each other, in one way or another, but we don't know yet. And in fact, Nanda, I just wanted to tell you, today's our theme was you mentioned in the last ki Pooch dala to life jinga lala, right? So you have to ask. And this was the entire theme today. Ayushi also spoke about it. I also spoke about it. And then, you also resonated with that asking for help is not weak, right? It takes a lot of strength to ask that, I need this. Can you really help me with this? And that's really, really powerful. And, I'm glad that you just, connected with that also. And you also made that point. So probably now that has imprinted on our minds that, okay, yes, it works, and we have to raise our hand and we have to ask. And that is what the power I am witnessing today. Many people asking questions. Yeah, Arun, please go ahead.
Yes, Nanda ji, I think good morning yet, right, in India?
Yes.
I'm Arun Acharya from USA, of course, an Indian, and very much, impressed with your talk today. And as Navneet ji said, it was definitely goosebumping for all of us, and all the stories which you have told. I literally felt like we were also in water, deep down somewhere with you guys. But thank you so much for your services for the country, and still the way when you helped nation and helped especially Modi ji in 2015 for finding this, plane which got lost, So your services are, remarkable, and I just want to say thank you so much. And,
thank you, sir.
The one question comes in mind that you have given 22 years of, almost 22 years of services in the army, which are more disciplinary, and it's not civil services. So it's completely different. And all of a sudden the transition happened into civil services. Now you're working in the corporate world. So the people's behavior and the way they deal with the day-to-day activities in corporate worlds are much different than what you have seen and what you have learned throughout your 22 years of disciplinary life. So how do you manage those differences? You may have some subordinates, you may have some seniors, and your working is altogether different. So how do you really, cope up with your emotions when you come across completely indisciplined people, or they want to work in a different way, which you may not appreciate? How do you manage that?
Great question. In fact, the learning still continues. I think a lot of unlearning has to be done for a military man to come there. But that's a hierarchical organization where you're coming to a flat organization. Even a fresh graduate calls me, Nanda. So initially, I had to spend a lot of time taking that sir out of when boss says, "Hey, don't call me sir, yeah." But sir, thoda time lagega that sir ko jane ke liye, because you were serving it at that time without knowing that. But on a larger scale, to address your question, you have to remain grounded in the sense it is in a way even leave aside the life and the decision that you have to make. Leadership in corporate has got its own innate challenges. There, the hierarchy gives you some power to pass on that orders. Here, your domain depth is what will give you that authority to tell that. And there will be a delta. So even if I did an MBA from ISB, that is theoretical, right? Till the time I apply that and reinforce and get those learnings, it will take time. But the effort that my team sees me putting in is giving them that, and the soft skill that I bring from the Navy, which is a great combination, which is working as of now. So just not boasting, I started with one. This is my 27th direct reportee. This is my 27th month in Genpact, and I've got 27 reportees. So I am adding one reportee per this. So it's all basically because to stay grounded, you cannot say who are you to speak to me. That kind of, obviously there are a lot of things have to be kept internal, hidden, and this thing. You should come across as an enigma in the sense, see, this chap has done everything and come back here still. Mr. Cool is what I'm called in the sense and it's a lot of metamorphosis is actually taking place. On a submarine. You are actually supposed to get angry because that person for a new novice who is on the drill, who's doing it, the fear of God has to be put in him. And so what little bit of admonishment, harsh shouting is part of the parcel there. Because what the explanation is that when the sea shouts, that is when an actual flooding happens and you've not made yourself tough, I've seen people rattling unless they are given that kind of a scenario. But all those things are of past now. There will be an HR escalation right away if I do any of those, right? So it's a graduated play. It is its own challenges in the corporate, but then your genuinity. At the end of the day, service before self works everywhere. It beautifully works in the military, and in this thing, if your interests are aligned with the organizational interest, you can push that wedge inside, and then you can with the past wind, which is giving you a little bit of wind on your sails. You can. My understanding is that the going has been good till now. So that's a long answer to your question, sir.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you, Varun. Thanks for asking. So, I know you have an appointment. We'll just have one last question. Shilpa, you want to ask?
Sure. Thanks, Jaspreet. Hi, Nanda. So
Hello.
first of all, let me tell you that you are in the right place. I have lived that life for 5 years with Genpact. So your quote that fight or flight, actually that resonates with every Genpacter, right? But a lot of times, and I was actually waiting throughout the presentation to hear one example from your experience where, in a deal an escalation happened, because I have seen that happening almost in every deal when Tiger comes at this whole slide deck that you put is all crap and it's all shit. And the kind of environment, it's always full of stress. How do you in your current situation manage your amygdala in those cases? How do you shrink it? When it had the turnaround time is probably just a couple of hours, because I have seen that morning you have the presentation with the client and 2 o'clock in the night, you are being told that all of what you have put is all shit. So how do you then manage your amygdala? You shrink it down, because sometimes I think, not sometimes, a lot of times it practically becomes very difficult to pause and take a break and then come out of that zone and start thinking positively. You suddenly start to disassociate with everything that you have put on, and you feel that you are so demotivated at that point. So I'm away from that now, but I'm just curious to know, how do you do that?
Yeah, great question there. So my quick answer, probably I touched upon in one of the previous answers, is that little what you call a military man will have a little bit of a fallback option. That's when I say yes, exactly as you told, there was an escalation yesterday, and I was pulled into a call at 6 o'clock in the morning, and yesterday was my birthday as well. But a great way to start my birthday. And initially, yes, you're also sozzled. How am I going to go this forward? So your plan start formulating at the end. At the end of that stack of questions, it is, as I told, how many people are dying? What did you ask? How many people are dying, Nanda? I'm asking you the same thing. Nobody is dying. So where you're coming from, you are taking decisions where people are. There's a life and death decision. So I probably, it might sound a little boastful, but that grounds me a little bit. I'm sorry. I can see only part that S stands for to address you.
Shilpa, sorry.
Shilpa,
that's
Shilpa.
me.
Yeah. So Shilpa, so that's what is grounding me. But yes, there are situations where I'm thrown out of my comfort zone and all those. But to take those two breaths, that to pull out from that, and all decisions, as I told, so they see me as a person who still places Genpact interest beyond rest of the stakeholders and self. So a lot of decisions get pushed through, and understanding escalations do happen. in the sense this person's language is little rough. So I try and smoothen those rough edges of mine in the military as I work through in the corporate. But that is also acting as an advantage, that no bullshit guy, sort of, even in the sense going up to an SVP and telling that, see, this is probably not correct. So to Shilpa, so that's where I come from. I'm not very sure that I've been able to answer. So the military tough life gives me a little bit of a grounding, if you will, to basically to tone down the escalation and switch back the amygdala. It triggers and I can immediately put it back, say, in 5 minutes, kind of a scenario.
That's great to hear, and I think the place needs more people like you. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Every organization, I think every organization needs more people like you. So it's great that you entered the corporate world.
Thanks, Shilpa.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thanks, Shilpa. And we'll just wrap it up now. So thank you so much, Sir Nanda, right? So I'll just say that. But obviously, it was an honor to have you here with us at Bank, and we call it Bank and Bankable Talks, as I discussed earlier, so that talks we can bank upon, we can learn something new, and it can open up a lot of thoughts, new curiosities in our mind, something we can take back home in our personal, professional lives, and implement them. And we had a lot of that stuff. And you mentioned that there was a greedy purpose in you as well. I think that purpose has been served. You have not touched one, you have touched so many lives, and further this impact will continue to further touching so many lives. I'm going to share these examples with so many people, and I think everybody who is here with us today. So thank you so much for being here. One last thing, if I want to ask one thing, which I always say, one bankable tip which we can all take home, culmination of everything, what would you say, so that becomes a brain tattoo for all of us?
Great. I think all of us are leaders here, or whenever you become leaders, there is only one asset with you, which is your workforce. Love them unconditionally. In the sense, that is my advice. They initially, if you see that my interest is in their well-being, initially they will have options to probably tell that he means bullshit. This is like any other leader who's coming in and telling that. But when you start living it, that each of your teammate is your actual asset, maybe stand in front of them when they are in trouble, spend time to coach them. So this is my advice to all of us here. Everybody gets their mind to work. If you can have your employees, your direct reportees, pack in a little bit of their heart into the lunchbox when they come to work, everything would have transformed. So if somebody is working, focus, everything is there. His heart is also there on that work. So a supervisor is not required after that. You can save on that supervisor. So your dollar value is actually much more. You are trying to motivate a guy, connect him to his purpose, and then love them unconditionally, so that initially they will have an option whether to love you back. This is Sadhguru's statement again. Going forward, they will not have an option. They will have to fall back in love with you.
Right. That's great. That's brilliant. I think that's your touch for, all of us at, taking that back to their work, so that can actually make a very, very positive difference. So again, thank you so much for being here with us today. I'm just going to take a picture for all of us for our, memories, and maybe Navneet someday can make a trophy for that. Right. So guys, if you want to switch on your cameras,
please share that photograph as well with your
Sure.
No,
please do share it with me as well, sir.
No, absolutely. Brilliant. So people are not sleeping. Good to see, right? Yeah. Okay, great. I've taken the shot. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you, everybody, for joining today's session. Actually, we made that 2nd of October very, very relevant for all of us. We actually learned something very powerful, and we can all take that. So enjoy your holiday, celebrate, and keep these learnings in your mind, and talk to you soon. Keep banking on each other, as I always say. That is what all we have. So thank you so much. Thank you, Nanda. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a lovely weekend, and take care.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you all, guys. Thank you.